Tire on your car blows out and the manufacturer appears to be taking his sweet time replacing it under warranty. What do you do? Well, in this case, a West Baltimore man turned to Eyewitness News troubleshooter David Paulson. What'd you do, David?
Well, Al, for me, this was a rare and unusual case. What's so unusual about a blowout, you ask? Nothing, really, unless it happens while the car isn't moving. The incident left John Torcell riding on his spare tire for 4 months, waiting for a decision on whether or not his blowout would be replaced. Torcell recalls that cool April evening very well. While sitting at home one night, he heard an explosion out front and soon discovered that one of his car tires had just popped. The car was on the street, parked, where he had left it earlier that day.
I ran out there and looked, and the tire was blown in half, and the right fender, front fender was blown apart from the chassis.
The tire came with a car he had bought in 1979, only 15,000 miles ago. The top of the tire was blown away, taking some fender with it. He was expecting some satisfaction from the manufacturer, Uniroyal. Shortly after the tire blew, John Torcell's insurance company paid to have the fender fixed, and he was expecting Uniroyal to replace the tire shortly thereafter.
But they never sent nobody to investigate it, so I called insurance company, and they came out and they tried to get Uniroyal to buy me a new tire. And they said they had to check it out. It takes 6 weeks.
Eventually, Uniroyal took the bad tire away, shipped it off to a home office, telling him it would be 6 weeks before they could determine if the tire was defective. That seemed fair, except as time passed, he heard nothing from the company. His inquiries also proved fruitless.
I feel like it just put me on, that's all.
Fed up, he wrote to me. 2 weeks after we contacted Uniroyal, John Torcell had his tire, but we wanted to find out why it took so long. So we contacted the corporate headquarters, and we're told that John Torcell's tire and his blowout was an unusual case. The blown tire had undergone lengthy and extensive examination by Uniroyal technicians. Uniroyal says it was trying to discover if there were any structural defects in this particular style of tire that they were marketing for the protection of their customers, their future customers, and the company itself. John was told there was a defect in his old tire. I was told that technicians made no definite determination on the cause, that John's original tire may have hit something months earlier that caused some damage, but not an immediate blowout. We'll never know for sure, but John doesn't care. He got a new tire last week.
I feel pretty good. I'm satisfied. And whatever you did, I really appreciate it.
Now, Uniroyal says there is nothing inherently wrong with the design of that particular style of tire. They are sorry it took so long for John Torcell to get a new tire, but time was needed to make that determination. They say he would have received a new tire anyway. They claim it's company policy to bend over backwards in cases like this. If you have a case, be it a problem or complaint that's giving you fits, write to me, David Paulson, 13 Troubleshooter, WJZ-TV, Television Hill, Baltimore, Maryland, 21211. I would appreciate your letter. Please don't call the station. It helps us do a more effective job in resolving your complaints. Richard?